All right, guys, week 2 action against the Denver Broncos, the first home game of the season, and ironically, it's lining up with the real world, week 2. But before we get started, guys, make sure you subscribe, cut on your notifications, hit that like button. See you on the field.
Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's week 2 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
Right at the convergence of the Three Rivers on Art Rooney Drive, we welcome you to Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Denver Broncos.
All right, so Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos will take the field first. 15 of 30, 179, 2 touchdowns and 1 interception. Not bad, not great. That's pretty average. Well, let's see how he fares against the Steelers, man, as he's going to line up here from the 25, drops back on first down, and look at this, dumps it down. And he's going to find Noah Fant for a 2-yard loss. 2nd and 12. Looks like they'll be passing once again. Jones drops back, and he's hit, and he fumbles, and Steelers unable to come up with it. But early pressure by Bud Dupree. Can't be mad at that, man, as the sideline is definitely encouraged by what we're seeing early. 3rd and 17, and they're in a passing situation. Goes deep, and oh, wait a minute. Noah Fant unable to hit him, but there's laundry on the field, and it looks like Devin Bush will be called for defensive PI. Wow. All right, 1st and 10. And they're going to come right back here with Philip Lindsay, who's actually not playing in the real world game, but he is playing here in the virtual world. 2nd and inches after a good game by Lindsay. And look at this. Lock almost sacked once again, man, by Big Cam Hayward and forced an errant throw, but he comes right back here with Melvin Gordon breaking tackles and able to pick up the first down, and they are already down to the Pittsburgh Steelers 36 in prime territory here with the 1st and 10. Melvin Gordon looks a little winded there, but they're going to pass the football here. And look at this, man. Drew Lock able to find Cortland Sutton across the middle there. Oh, I'm sorry. Maybe that might have been Jerry Jeudy. Can't remember the numbers as far as the players and what numbers they wear, but I believe number 10 might be Jeudy. So that may have been Jeudy there on the connection. 2nd and 13 after a 3-yard loss. And now a check down to Lindsay, and that's going to get him to a 3rd and 8. Can the Steelers hold him to a 4th down, to a field goal try? No. Cortland Sutton, yes, I was correct, guys, with number 10. That is Jeudy. 14 is Sutton, and he's able to pick up the first down. And look at this, just like that, Melvin Gordon, the Steeler defense loses him in the end zone, and just like that, man, Drew Lock and the Broncos are already on the board. 10 plays, 71 yards on that drive. Well, almost a 4-minute drive, man, and just like that, Denver Broncos, they mean business as they come here to Heinz Field, man. Let's take a look at Big Ben last week. You would remember 16 of 29, 260, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Again, not bad, not great at all. Pretty average. So on a 1st and 10, they're going to hand the ball off here to Jalen Samuels. Gets the first tote. Only able to get 2 yards there. And Roethlisberger from the shotgun on 2nd and 8 is going to drop back, and he finds Juju Smith-Schuster across the middle. Pretty good man coverage there, man, to limit that to just a 2-yard gain. 3rd and 6. And Roethlisberger's going to drop back, surveys the field, and he finds his man across the middle, but unable to hold on. I believe that was James Washington. I didn't get a look at the number there. And just like that, the Broncos have the ball back as Cam Hayward puts him behind the chains. Brings up a 2nd and 12. And Lock is going to drop back. Drifting, and he drifts into a huge sack there. Both Cam Hayward and Bud Dupree in on the action, and Bud Dupree is getting credited for his second sack of the day already in the first quarter. 3rd and 22. And look at this, Minkah Fitzpatrick. I can't even say his name. I was about to call him Minkah Fitzpatrick. Minkah Fitzpatrick. And yeah, the nickname that I just gave him, Minkah Fitzpatrick, gets the interception. Look at this, man, as he reads the play and boom, drops back, reads it perfectly, and gets the interception, man. And the Steelers are going to get the ball here in prime territory on the 31-yard line of the Broncos. And they're going to run with Anthony McFarland there. Had a little bit of room, but couldn't get off the line there. 2nd and 10. But if he would have gotten to that second level, it could have been something. And Roethlisberger's going to drop back here, and he's going to throw a deep, short throw there. And it's just a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. I can't talk today, guys, but look at this. Chase Claypool able to come up with a nice catch there, man, on the comeback route to bring up a first down on the 15-yard line. And look at Coach Tomlin, man. He is telling that offense to speed it up and very, very happy at what he sees out of his rookie. Nice throw by Roethlisberger, man, and really like Chase Claypool coming back and attacking the ball. Didn't sit back and wait on it, so he basically took the defender out to play. And ooh, Jalen Samuels takes one across the chops there for no gain. 2nd and 10. Looks like another run play is coming here. And James Conner runs right into the big boys of that defensive line and nothing doing. 3rd and 10. Been a lot of thirds and distances on this drive, man. Here comes another 3rd and 10 here. And Roethlisberger surveying the field, waits and finds Ebron for the score. Eric Ebron with the touchdown. Great play right there by Big Ben Roethlisberger, man, able to recognize where he had his man coverage situation that was favorable. And Ebron able to get in front of his man and tackled right there on the goal line, able to get across the goal line. So there we go, man. The Steelers tie the ball game. Very competitive here in the first quarter, man, as Drew Lock is going to drop back on first down, find Sutton. But he's only able to pick up 2 yards there. 2nd and 8 to begin the second quarter. And they're going to throw the ball once again, Noah Fant. So Fant is definitely, getting some targets here early. 3rd and 3. And Lock is going to throw it short to Melvin Gordon. I don't know what he was doing with his feet right there. Come on, EA. Get the player movement right, man. Got to give the feedback. Get that player movement more realistic to that. It looked like that boy had happy feet right there. Getting his dance on. Looking like Savion Glover out there. 1st and 10. And look at this. Jerry Jeudy. Once again, man. Making some plays on the outside. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Look at Locke. Steps up in the pocket. Nice player movement there. Well, not player movement, excuse me. Pocket awareness. And he finds Jeudy for another strike. And look at this. Drew Lock is trying to test his luck just a little bit too much as Joe Hayden gets the pick. But first, we have to acknowledge TJ Watt is hurt, folks. Let's look at this replay. And look at this. Joe Hayden in prime position. 2-man animation. Yes, I got to point it out. Come on, EA. Let's go away from that, man. Let's see more free-flowing gameplay. Those 2-man triggered animation sequences, I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. Look at this. Eric Ebron making a guy miss. And here come the Steelers. What you guys know, I'm always going to give my feedback, man, as I'm doing my commentary. Listen, man, if Madden could just go away from some of those sequenced 2-man animations, it would be a much better game. And look at this. Big Ben is able to find Ebron left all alone. Throws it on the outside shoulder away from defense. And here comes Ebron already with 3 receptions in the game. So let's keep an eye on that connection. And James Conner trying to cut back inside of David DeCastro's block for a gain of 5. 2nd and 5. They're going to go back to Conner, and the middle is wide open. My goodness, you could have drove a truck through that hole there. Big time play by the offensive line on that drive. And here come the Steelers again, man, crossing the 50 on the 48-yard line of the Denver Broncos. And Benny Snell carrying the mail. And he picks up 9 yards, bringing up a 2nd and 1, and they're going to hand it off to Conner again. And look at Derek Watt getting in on the action. Great block there by Watt to give Conner some room. Snell back in the game, and Snell is going to cut it up. North and south runner there, but he only picks up 2 yards. 2nd and 8, they're going to go RPO here to Juju. And Juju Smith-Schuster is unable to get much. 3rd and 4. They're going to drop back, and Ben has a good amount of time, and he finds James Washington. James Washington redeeming himself from the early drop early on in the game. And he comes right back. Big time catch. Let's see what else is going to happen here, man, as the sideline is talking. Now, how is James Conner over there talking and he's on offense? Tell me that. All right, 1st and goal, man. They're going to hand it off to James Conner, and James Conner gets into the end zone for the score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh Steelers. First touchdown of the early season here, but look at this, man. I like this little interaction right there, even though that's somewhat of a 2-man animation. I like how they displayed the physics right there, and that's the thing. That's the key. If you can't get physics full blown, you have to make these animation sequences make sense if they must be in the game. But anyway, guys, after an incompletion there, we're here on 2nd and 10. There's Judy again, man. Judy is a nice early target for Locke, along with Noah Fant. 3rd and 2. Can the Steelers get off the field? No, they cannot. Here comes Judy once again, showing that speed. 1st and 10 on the 44-yard line, and they go back to, who's that on the catch? Didn't see the number there. 2nd and 1. And here they are once again, man, with Noah Fant. So Noah Fant and Judy have definitely been very, very active, getting a lot of targets. Look at this, Fant once again, and he bowls his way down. Almost got a 1st down, 2nd and inches. And Drew Lock is going to drop it short here to Melvin Gordon. Melvin Gordon gets just enough, but they didn't move down the field the way they would want to, so they're only able to come up with a field goal try, and they do go up just before the half, man, so a huge momentum booster right there if you are the Denver Broncos. So at the half, as you can see here, guys, 14-10, Pittsburgh Steelers. And see, just that fast, I had forgotten that we had 2 touchdowns. I was thinking that Denver went up, but still a good momentum boost for them, man, to get that 3. And here come the Steelers, man, after they find Ebron again for a 4-yard gain, handing it off to Conner. And Conner, pushes off a guy, and just that little move right there gets him a 1st down. 1st and 10. Roethlisberger's going to drop back. Looks like he had his man in the flat, but he liked the route down further down the field there by Washington to pick up 9. 2nd and 1. You would think this would be a run play. It is to James Conner, and Okorafor not doing that great on that block, but Conner able to, muscle his way through it to get up the 1st down. And wow, Anthony McFarland runs into the hands of the defensive lineman, loses 3 there. 2nd and 13. And look at Ebron. Ebron also dropping an easy catch there. I know there was contact, but come on, man, you're a tight end. You got to be able to hold that in. So on 3rd and 10, clearly Roethlisberger is passing here. Finds Juju Smith-Schuster right in front of the linebacker. And wow, another 1st down. Handing it off to McFarland. McFarland trying to cut back, unable to do so. Only picks up 1 yard, 2nd and 9. And let's see what happens here. They're going to pass. Roethlisberger. Woo. Oh, that's incomplete. I thought Chase Claypool was able to come up with that one. Nice throw by Roethlisberger to keep it away from the defender. And then he's forced to chuck it downfield. And once again, man, you had McFarland in the flat and Roethlisberger just looking downfield. And they have to kick the ball away. And brought up a 4th down. 2nd and 6 from the 31-yard line. Locke is going to drop back again. This time he goes to Sutton for a short gain. Nice tackle there by Alex Highsmith. 3rd and 3. And they're going to play action fake. Locke has plenty of time. And oh! He is hit and the ball is on the ground, but once again, it's like deja vu. None of the Steelers are able to jump on it. And the Broncos are able to recover, but it is a 4th and 14, so they will be punting back to the Pittsburgh Steelers. But man, we need somebody to get on the ball when the ball is on the ground. But Bud Dupree is having himself a game here as you take another look. And here comes the Steeler offense once again. James Conner with a 7-yard per carry average there. 1 touchdown on the day, so pretty solid, even though it's only 49 yards. That's a hefty 49 yards when you're getting 7 yards a carry. And look at this, adds to that average once again as he's going to pick up 8. Well, excuse me, 9. 2nd and 1, and handing it back to Connor. A shorter gain there, but it is a first down. 1st and 10 from the 41. Benny Snell gets the ball here, but unable to really get it going behind Pouncey there. 2nd and 8. Let's see what they do here on 2nd down. Ben Roethlisberger is going to drop back. 3-step drop right there. Quick throw to Juju Smith-Schuster with the slant across the middle. 1st and 10. You've got Vance McDonald in motion, which means it's going to be a run. And, oh, man, Benny Snell unable to get through there. Good defense there. 2nd and 10. And Roethlisberger finds Ebron once again. If I'm not mistaken, that is Ebron's 4th catch of the day. Brings up a 3rd and inches, and Jalen Samuels able to get just enough. And they're going to hand it off here to James Conner. And look at this again, adding to that average. And Jarrell Casey injured on the play. 1st and 10, and Broncos had enough of that. They finally sent some heat. A loss of 4. And here comes Anthony McFarland. Oh, makes a man miss. Doesn't get a big carry there, as far as a gain. Not a big gain. And laundry on the field anyway, and I'm pretty sure it's going to be a hold, and it is. Derek Watt is the culprit. Brings up a 2nd and 23 from the 38-yard line. And Ben is just going to hand it off, man, to an inside zone there and picks up only 3 yards. 3rd and 20. And look at this, Ebron streaking down the field. What a throw again by Roethlisberger, putting it on him on the outside, throwing it away from the defense. And another huge conversion, man. Listen, Eric Ebron has become a weapon for these Steelers. And already in these first 2 games of the season, we saw what he did against the Giants. And once again here, man, he has come up big when we've needed him to. And boom, Steelers like to run that toss to get another touchdown, man, to Anthony McFarland. The Steelers love running that play. You have to look out for it when you get that close because, hey, all you need is a block or 2, and McFarland is going to do the rest. He has another touchdown, and the Steelers are up 21-10. And look at this. Drew Lock still drifting in that pocket. This time he's taken down by Stephon Tuitt. We'll bring up a 2nd and 20. And look at Big Ben. Go ahead, boy. Some funky chicken right there, ain't it? But look at this, man. Highsmith gets around his guy, but Stephon Tuitt is already coming from the other side, and Drew Lock just has nowhere to go, man. I feel sorry for the kid. Actually, I don't. 2nd and 20, and Lock is able to, find and Fant making guys look silly out there. He gets a very sizable gain, brings up a 3rd and 6. And Lock is going to drop back, and look who he finds. Sutton. He's been spreading it around, man, to these 3 guys. He's going to his money men on 1st and 10. Oh, he gets hit. As he let the ball go, he's lucky that one didn't pop up. 2nd and 10. And Locke has all day on this play, and he's able to find another receiver, number 17. Not quite sure who that is. I'm not fully aware of their roster, but he brings up another first down. 1st and 10. And look at this. Woo, big hit. Oh, it's a fumble. And Minkah is able to come up with it. I'm telling you, man, he's a ball magnet, but we have got to give the credit to Terrell Edmonds. I wasn't sure that was a catch. I thought it was just a PBU, big-time shoulder by Edmonds. Ooh. Sutton unable to hold on, and Edmonds puts the shoulder down, lays the boom. Minkah comes up with it, and as you can see here, the Steelers are back on offense as Jalen Samuels gets 6 on that first down carry. They're going to go back to James Conner here. James Conner may have stumbled across. No, he's just short. 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off to Conner once again. Conner has room up the middle, and it seems like that theme has been running all day long, man. 1st and 10 up to the 40, or down to the 40 of the Broncos. As Connor's only held for 2 yards there. They're going to run the football again with the draw play to Jalen Samuels. What? Turf toe? Turf monster? What happened? 3rd and 8. And Roethlisberger's going to go deep to, who is that? Incomplete to Deontay Johnson. How do you drop that? Man, that could have put a lot of pressure on the Broncos. May have closed the door right there, but Johnson unable to hold on. So the Steelers have to take the defensive side of the ball once again. But after a great punt, look at this. Backed up. And Stephon Tuitt able to get another sack. I mean, they are teeing off on this guy, Locke. And Locke stays in there, hangs in the pocket, and finds Gordon, man, gets a decent yardage there as far as a gain. 3rd and 5. They're going to go no huddle. And Drew Lock is going to come back to the right side. He finds Sutton for a first down. Short game, but it is a first down. And they're going to stay in the no huddle here, man. Only a minute and 22 seconds left. They go play action fake. Lock goes to his right. And wow, big time defense right there. And Devin Bush almost picks it off on the tip drill. 2nd and 10, and Lock is going to go to his to the left, but coming across the middle to number 13 there. And he picks up a first. No, he doesn't. 3rd and 1. They're going to go play action fake deep down the field, and Minkah is there. Minkah Fitzpatrick with his 2nd interception and has his hands on 3 turnovers in this game. If you remember, he just recovered that fumble. And just like that, man, that's going to close the door on the Denver Broncos. Listen, man, there's still a defense. I know this is the virtual world. If they can do anything close to what they're doing here in this game, in the real game, yeah, I think the score might be similar. I don't expect the Steelers to score a ton of points against the Broncos. They have a pretty sturdy front, so the run game might be stymied, but maybe not. As you can see here in the virtual world, 87 yards on the ground by Connor. We shall see. But once again, Ebron, man, coming up big with 6 catches and 80-plus yards. Can't be mad at that. Look at Sean Davis, 8 total tackles. So the defense playing well. Offense doing what they have to do to get the win. And that's pretty much all you can ask for at this point. Play solid defense. Get enough offense. And there's the play of the game. Minkah Fitzpatrick, and clearly the player of the game as well. All right. So that is going to do it for this contest, guys. Again, don't forget to subscribe. Click on that notification. Hit that like button. We shall catch you in the next one. Peace.